Leo, yeah, they got the big ego. When they make it look easy, kind of like a throw. They never cheesy. Now they not eating Cheetos. They out here chilling with their dang people. They strong and they cocky. They might run up the steps like Rocky. They not sloppy. They like it all neat. They always get W's, never defeats. They in the streets, standing tall. When they're around, you know who to call. Leo, Lion, Kimba. They might slice you up like Simba. Other words, flyer than a bird. Concurred, they live on their word. So Leos, do your thing so well. And when you feeling lazy, smoke an L.
Smoke a L. That's right, yeah. Do it well. Next one, gotta balance yourself. I'm talking about the Libra, man. That's the scales, yeah. Listen, you're gonna make a lot of decisions, but you gotta really put your mind in it, because if you don't, then you're not gonna be winning, and people gonna look at you like you sinning. That's right, you gotta choose between good and the bad, but everything else is gonna be in the bag, like the money that you're gonna bring. Yeah, you're gonna bring, man, get a ring. Woo, that's right, romance is in your future. You gonna get married and shoot your shot with that model that you thought you could never get, but she gonna get got, or he, or whatever you are into. It's the sign, it's not what you bring, dude.
I don't sell drugs, okay?
All right, Mike Poole. Yeah, are you sure though? We all know he does. I took this man to Lions, Tigers, and Squares, the Detroit pizza spot. My man flipped 2 bricks while we was eating a slice. I never seen that in my life. I was like, God damn, we just came from an improv show. Don't you turn it off, my guy?
So plan, get you a financial man.
Hey.
Get your finances while you can. Get your finances, then you dance. Flip a brick, flip 2. You know how you gon' do. I say bricks, I mean joke, because I joke the most. I don't got no drugs.
Hey.
I don't got hugs. But if you want cocaine, maybe I'm your main, but I only do that on the side. No, really, I don't. I just lied, because I do not sell drugs, mom. But if you're not my mom, I'm drugs.com. And if you're not my dad, well, some drugs you'll have. But I'm not a drug dealer. If you are the government, if you are just Bush, I don't sell no kush. If you want ganja, well, go get your ganja, because I got some ganja. No, I don't. I'm just kidding, y'all, because I don't sell no drugs. 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 But if you want them pills, you know that I'm selling. But if you want them pills, you know that I'm selling.
Have me a blast. No, get out. This is a BIPOC show. No, wait. Come on. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm Laura Canty Samuel, and I'm your host. Welcome to the Goss. When it comes to news and culture, oh yeah, we have an opinion. Black and brown communities are bonding together stronger than ever before. But who is still more likely to have their rights trampled upon? Reggie or Pedro? Neither one. Apparently, it's this bitch right here.
Ma'am, what happened to you?
I got maced.
You got maced. And what happened? You were trying to go inside the Capitol?
I made it like a foot inside and they pushed me out and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
And why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
How dare she not be allowed to storm the Capitol? Each week, the Goss team will touch on an important news-related topic and give you just enough information that you'll know that 2021 is just 2020 and a fake mustache. On January 6th, 2021, Trump supporters finally convinced the rest of us that we need higher walls to keep out the criminals. It's always better to show than to tell, which is why I am showing you this. This is what privilege and entitlement look like. This is literally an amped up bunch of Karens and Kevins demanding to see the manager. Excuse me, where is the manager? I don't care about your 234-year-old store policies. I want to return this election and you're going to return it now. See, I'm not a psychologist, but I am a student of human nature. And while I believe that the cult of Trumpism is motivated by racism and the fear of cultural erasure, I think these are just a bunch of low-rent motherfuckers who have nothing else to do. I mean, most of them are from small-town America, and small-town America, that's kind of boring. It's okay for a quaint visit, but how many times can you promenade up and down a one-block-long business district before you're about to lose your damn mind? I think that's why they won't wear masks. The coronavirus is giving them something to do. So listen, Trump is their rock star, and they are his groupies. They don't want the concert to end, but guess what? The lights have just come on in Georgia, and in the words of the president and vice president-elect, as I interpret them, you don't have to go home, but you are going to get the fuck up out of here. And that's my hot guys. Now to our chief correspondent, Payvar Snipe.
Yay. Oh, Laura, you decided to join me after all. Hello.
Did Payvar Snipe.
Oh, man. Hi, Laura Canty Samuel.
Oh, my gosh. Listen, so much has happened this week. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
I don't know either. And it's hard to concentrate on anything because I keep checking my phone every 5 minutes to see if somebody's been arrested yet.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just expecting, my phone to blow up because that has to happen. Some arrests need to be made. High level.
So many things to talk about. But first off, we're actually going to get to one of the last hot messes of 2020 that has spilled on into 2021. And we have a very special guest that we're going to talk to. And if you don't know who she is, here's a little bit of a clue. Yeah, you know her?
Remember her?
Mia Ponsetto. She's the one who accosted a 14-year-old boy and his dad at the Arlo Hotel in Soho. Yeah. Well, Gayle King did an interview with her. And now the Goss, being who we are, big time, Laura has secured this special interview. I don't know how you did it, Laura.
Yes, I worked it out, used all my contacts, but she's here. Mia Ponsetto, everybody.
Hi, Mia.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. I know that you had a very spirited interview with Gayle King earlier, and hopefully you've been able to gain some composure because it was a little bit, it was intense. What do you have to say for yourself?
I was actually able to speak to my attorney for a full 10 minutes as opposed to the 3 that I had prior to my interview with Gayle and CBS. So I'm feeling much more prepared now to clear things up with here with the Goss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get to the heart of the matter. Why did you think that young man had your phone?
It's more just like, it was just like a vibe thing. Like, you know, I was trying to do my part in the investigation, just looking at the. I figured the people who were leaving, you know, the hotel were the ones who probably had the phone, and the phones that were iPhones are rectangular. And he had a phone that was rectangular, and so it was that, and just a general feeling. I'm very good at picking. I'm an empath. I'm very good at picking up on vibes, and so it was more of like an energy thing, and the rectangular nature of the phone.
Well, I mean, if you're good on picking up on things, then you should have picked up that boy didn't have your phone. So clearly, you must need a little Reiki healing in your empathic energy and ability.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
I mean, I guess would ask everyone, what would you do in that situation, right? Like if you were a young person in New York alone, you don't have your phone, you had just sent a risky text and you're really waiting for the response. Your most recent post is almost at 100 views. You need to keep checking, and so it's high stakes. And I think that anyone else in my situation would, you know, do a similar thing of maybe making someone feel as if they were assaulted, or making someone feel as if their feelings were hurt by me because you needed your phone so bad.
Let's get back. Let's talk about your past behavior, which leads up to what you did at Arlo Hotel. You have been arrested for being drunk in public. You and your mom got into it together and were arrested. Disorderly conduct. When you were arrested in Los Angeles, you resisted arrest from police. You slammed the car door on an officer trying to get to you. What do you have to say about that behavior?
I would say also that, you know, I identify as really sweet. I'm super sweet. And so I may be drunk in public, but at least I was doing it with my mother, who is also very sweet. I get it from her. And so we may have been drunk or disorderly, but it was definitely really nice. And I think anyone who witnessed those events, although intoxicated, would know that I was not capable of doing racist.
Has anybody not capable of doing racist?
Capable of doing racist. Okay.
Has anybody told you were sweet?
My mom has told me that I'm sweet, and again, I just feel my own energy. And I also had a sorority pledge tell me that I was sweet once.
Okay, awesome. I want to ask you, coming back to New York, you were in town to visit your dad. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so like, where was your dad in all this? I mean, why weren't you with him? Did you have a falling out? Did you, you know, tackle him? I mean, what is the situation with you and your dad?
My dad hangs out at his apartment, and I don't get along with his with my stepmom, his wife. And so I was staying at the hotel because it's really important to me to have my own space, because my anxiety is really just so many places right now in my life that I don't have the energy to kind of deal with her. And so I chose to stay in the hotel to maintain my sacred space.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Let me ask you a question, another question about your dad. What if you were in a situation where someone tried to take your phone, saying it was theirs and it wasn't, right? And then they grabbed you? Would you expect your dad to take up for you? Because you really went on an entire tangent about how you were attacked by this young man's dad, when in reality he was trying to protect his son. Do you understand that? And what do you think it would be like to be in those shoes?
Well, I think at the end of the day, we really need to look back at the footage and know that I'm like a little girl. I'm a little small girl, like a baby sweet girl. And that man did pull me across the floor. And so I think the difference between my dad and the dad that dragged me across the floor, dragged a little sweet baby sugar pie girl across the floor. He did that. And my dad would be defending a sweet sugar pie girl, young little girl who's incapable of doing the racist. And I think that's the difference, and I think that's clear on the tape.
I have to say to my co-host Pavar, I think who we really could have used to deal with this situation is Mr. 8-Ball Jacket. I wish we could have gotten him involved. You remember a superhero that took care of some business in New York City on I believe it was an A train.
Yes. Where is he? And where did he get that 8-ball jacket? I keep asking that question.
I don't know. But I think we're gonna put him on speed dial to deal with situations like this. Because like Mia, you're I'm just gonna have to come out of my little place of comfort right here and say, girl, you do know you're lucky that his mama wasn't there, right?
I think honestly, I think that if his mother was there, she might have sided with me in sweet girl to sweet girl, young girl to young girl, in terms of we just need our phone, right? And I think that anyone who was in my position would have done something similar, and I think that she would have understood.
Wow. Okay. I am impressed by your
I would like to say that I did order another reason, in addition to the fact that I'm super sweet, is that I'm not capable of doing something, and that this isn't really related to racism at all, is that I did order in June, I did order white fragility.
Okay.
And so I do own that book.
No.
No.
But I do. I can show you the receipt.
Oh yes, Mr. 8-Ball Jack. There he is.
Yeah.
This is who we needed at the Arlo Hotel.
Yeah.
Well, Mia, you really haven't made anything any clearer for us. We just still know that you do not take responsibility at all for your behavior, but you do look sweet.
I'm super sweet, and I own white fragility, and I do plan on ordering some. I think it Jack Baldwin is the name. I just it's on back order at a store that's taking too long.
James Baldwin. Pretty sure you're talking about James Baldwin.
Probably.
Okay. I mean, I did order the book, so I think I would know, but
pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for coming, Mia. Or at least thank you to the New York City Police Department for letting Mia come to us from her cell, because that's where you're gonna be soon. So we'll see you when you get there.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh God.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. She's lucky that the mom was not there, because she would have caught those hands.
She would have caught those hands. Should have caught those hands.
All those hands and the foot.
Hand or foot. I mean, the dad, he did a great job of restraining himself. He really did. He really had the presence of mind to think that I cannot do anything to this woman, or I'm going to be, judged as, a violent man, a violent black man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. He would have been completely thrown under the bus. Yeah. Absolutely, totally.
So kudos to him, Kenyon Harold. Kudos to him and to his son. Because if they had walked up on the wrong ones, oh gosh. So yeah, that was it was upsetting, that interview. I'm glad we were able to talk to her, but now she made me mad. Makes me want to talk about some things right now. So I think it's time to bring in the rest of our Goss team so we can get to chopping up the news for today.
Am I in? Okay, I thought I just disappeared. Hey guys.
Hey.
What's up, Greg? What's up, Michelle? Shem is there and
yes.
there at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Dominique.
Michelle, Greg, good to see you guys. What a week. Some good news happened today. Was finally suspended from Twitter permanently.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. But I'm happy. I'm like, really now? It took this. He's been lying about something that's been killing person after person. Unfortunately, 5 people did die at the Capitol, but we're over. What is it? We're just about at 350,000 people having died from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a much larger number than the 5 lives that were lost, at the Capitol. I'm just saying, seems like Twitter could have acted a little earlier. I don't know. Maybe my math is wrong. I did have a Philadelphia public school education, so maybe my counting is off. But I think that all the lies that he's told over this past year, up until now, would dictate that maybe his account should have been shut down. Also, he has been inciting people this entire time. He has been planting the seed this entire time. And if you have to continuously put on someone's Twitter account that the information could be wrong, fraudulent, or what have you, if this is a continuous thing, it seems like it's time to shut that shit down. But again,
how many times? Yeah.
How many times? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I feel like, unfortunately, maybe 3 people died at the Capitol, but 2 of them were kind of funny. Like the woman who said had a "Don't tread on me" flag and got trampled to death. That's funny. Like that's a very funny way to die. Like even she was, as it was happening, as the boots were hitting her, she was going, "Oh, the irony." And the guy with the big guns who tases himself in the balls, also pretty funny. Like, so
tasing himself in the balls.
Well, this is unconfirmed, but apparently a man tasered himself with like a security expert. He's there's a picture of him. It's in the New York Times. He's posing with a very phallic Christmas tree, and then holding like 2 guns.
And then he apparently had a stroke as a result of the tasing, I believe.
Yeah. They said he was supposedly trying to take a painting.
Yeah, he's trying to take a painting of somebody.
But how did he tase himself while stealing?
Because he's dumb.
Dumb.
Oh,
no. They're dumb.
I guess he had his taser in his pocket.
Yeah.
And they was happy to see him.
And then
I've stolen many things. It's not that hard, and I've never tried stealing something.
If black people have been in there, it has stolen stuff properly and got
nobody would
by
know.
the police. Both things are true.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So No, I thought that.
I'm sorry. I can't leave that one. That's like the highest form of white privilege. Is you were stealing, the police weren't stopping you, and you killed yourself.
You killed yourself.
Killed yourself.
Yeah.
He got his ancestry.com back, and he found he was 0.5% black. So he was like,
I can't take it. No.
No, I don't want to laugh, but I'm also like, what is the world?
I'm laughing at all the death.
What a way to go.
Because they weren't wearing masks.
I'm tasing my balls and I'm gonna die. Like, what are your last thoughts? No, not like this.
Did he moan a little bit?
Memes.
It could have felt good just a little bit.
Oh no.
And then he was like, "Oh, heart attack. You know it happens." In ecstasy, sometimes people die when they're, feeling good.
That's true.
Greg, who do you hang with?
Myself.
Next YouTube challenge.
Oh, Jesus.
I pass. Take my balls. Take them, please.
Take my balls.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yes. That's a thing that happened. Yes, those people did perish. But yeah, so no more Trump on Twitter. Did anyone follow Trump on Twitter? Anyone in this room?
No, I muted him like a few months ago. I was following him for a little bit just to keep up to date, but I just got tired. I got tired of all the nonsense attached to him, so I kind of muted him from my life as much as possible.
Yeah. And also, I guess kind of related, Parler is going to be being removed from Apple apps.
And Google.
Are they being removed, or is it that Apple gave them a deadline, correct?
Yeah.
4 hours
Yeah.
to moderate everything on their platform.
But they're being removed from Google, though, I think. I saw I read a headline.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose of the site is, to let shit fly. That's their thing, to not moderate. So if that's a requirement, they're gonna be gone.
Done.
I have a question. So, and this isn't me, defending. I'm not like a major freedom of speech person, but I feel like that is the legal precedent why these platforms didn't shut down these accounts until now. And so now is the breaking point, the fact that it did clearly incite violence, and so now it is considered hate speech and or screaming fire in a crowded theater, and so now they have legal precedent to do it? Or is it more of are we literally just in the court of public opinion, and these liberal figures like Jack at Twitter and stuff are well, I'm gonna do this and have this power move? Is it, well, I feel like there's a legal battle to be had with shutting down Parler.
Yeah, I think they could be held liable, though. These companies for allowing this space to be available through their marketplace is I think they can be held liable because I think Biden's bowel movements are a little more delicate than Trump's. You know what I mean? I think they have a different diet, and yeah, he takes Metamucil. He looks like a dude that drinks Metamucil,
He
like
does.
on a regular basis. Yeah, good. He's taking care of his body. He's trying to last. Trump don't care. He's just trying to embalm himself while he's alive, little by little. He can look scary, like his parents. His parents, they did not want to go. Like, I don't want to die, but if I get that old, take me, Lord, please. You gotta. Mhm. What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's at the end. It's at the end. It's like eating a sandwich and be like, and finishing and be like, this is disgusting. I don't like this. Yeah, this is great. Can I get my money back, please? Yeah, it was gross. I didn't like it. I gotta go. They loved it. They loved it. Now they don't like it. They knew that this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
They knew he was talking wild, and all of them were talking wild. The all the
Listen,
Republicans
listen.
were talking wild. Everybody that would follow him was talking wild, and now they're like, "Oh, I can't believe he did it for real." Everybody's the enemy. The newspaper's the enemy. The Democrats are the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Nuns and priests are enemies because of they didn't want children in cages, right? Because who Warnock and priests and nuns got arrested at Capitol Hill because they were demonstrating against um, children in cages.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it's just oh man. Historically, this is not surprising at all, but they knew what was happening here, and it's just like ridiculous. And they need to give. Listen, I'm gonna stop paying taxes. I'm sorry, Shem, I have to do this, but it's not about killing him. I'm not gonna pay taxes if he ends up not getting impeached because I'm not giving him not even a penny going into that 200K, $1 million, the lifetime Secret Service. I'm Blade, man. I'll be Blade. I'll disappear.
Don't be like Fat Joe.
I don't do that.
Fat Joe made that mistake too.
Uh, I'm out. I'll disappear. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Please don't leave us.
You got the skin tone right too.
Oh,
But you know what? Though? Also, though a lot of these rappers that are following Trump have federal cases against them. Right. Oh, now Shem's going bad on the Republicans.
oh.
No, he's the bodyguard. He's going to carry on like Whitney Houston. He's Kevin Costner. Yeah.
No, there isn't. I have to say, because I am not a Republican, but I'm from the Virginia Beach area, so I have a lot of friends who are military. And so I know some of them are Republican. I don't believe that they're Trump supporters, but I do know for a fact that some of them are Republican. And that's fine, because we're friends and we get along and we disagree on a lot of things, but there's a difference between I'm a Republican and I'm a crazy QAnon following Trumpet.
Right.
Not the same.
Absolutely. Yeah.
My grandfather was a Republican. That's a whole nother story. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not. But you no. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And they also want to know where they can get an Eastern European hoe. Because Trump knows where to find those too.
He's gonna spit hot flame broiled whoppers.
Oh man.
He probably got them at a McDonald's. He was a free toy after buying 600 Big Macs. He got like a free toy.
I could see that.
Bugs Bunny? Into water? Okay, yeah, that was X-Men. That was the first X-Men. I've seen all those movies a lot of times. Yeah, yeah. He's out too. He's not leading shit. He better get out. And his wife quit too. Wow.
And then when I didn't even know that she was his wife.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this bullshit right here.
We'll keep the money in,
God damn. This level of
safe places.
nepotism is.
And she beat him up. You saw when he was all bruised up?
Oh, his hands and stuff?
Yeah, he wasn't listening.
Up. Yeah.
She hit him with a two, like pop, pop. Mitch?
But he's so old and his skin is so thin, she probably just nudged him a little bit. And it was like, oh.
I wonder what happened though.
Oh.
They were like, oh, it's because of the age or skin. I don't know. But he looked like.
No, he's a lizard and his skin is shedding.
What? Sorry, Rochelle. Sorry.
Says Michelle, my dad is the sweetest guy. You guys don't know.
You don't know him like I do.
He's different in the house. He cooks and everything.
He really cares about whether people live or die. It's great. But yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or should we say hot and sexy British love? She took us to 1813, England. During a time, a new world where color knows no boundaries. You have a love affair between a young man named Simon, a duke no less, and a young woman named Daphne, who soon may or may not be a duchess. But the real star of the show is these wigs. Yes. Queen Charlotte, who, as many people may or may not know, there was a woman who was said to have been the very first Black Queen of England. She was said to have been a woman with a Negroid mulatto-looking nose. And when you see some old portraits of her, you can see it. I'm there for it. I see it. I believe it. But Shonda took it even further and gave this woman some fly-ass hair, some wigs. Look at this fro. Look at the fro on Queen Charlotte. And she is just a bad bitch throughout the entire series. It's great. It's excellent. Bridgerton airs on Netflix. Dom, what is your favorite part of this show? Mhm. Mhm. I, how many people are watching? Who's watching the show that's here? Um, I think we're okay to do some spoilers. If you haven't seen it, raise your hand if you haven't seen it. Anyone? It's okay. Here's the thing about the show. I love that it is like Hamilton in terms of everybody's casted and race is not an issue. However, there's one particular episode where race is mentioned, and it kind of brought me out of the tone of the show. And so my feeling is either we don't mention it and this is just the world we're in and I'm here for it and I believe this world, or it's a world where race is mentioned and let's make that more of a thread of the show. And I feel like you can't kind of put your foot in and then stick your foot back out. And so that's the one thing that bothered me that they have done. And I hope when we come back for the next season, of which we haven't heard the official word about a renewal yet, but I hope that when it comes back, they make a solid decision about which they're going to do. You get a little bit of a clue in a conversation between Simon and Lady Danbury. Is that her name, Dominique? Yeah, there's a conversation where Lady Danbury is basically saying Queen Charlotte married the king, and then the king bestowed these new rights to us, and we're living these new lives because of their love, and that's amazing. And look at how we're living. Okay, and then you've got Simon and his very strained relationship with his father before he died, and his dad is like, "We were bestowed this line because he's a duke, and we're royalty because we were bestowed this, which is amazing." But it's the whole rest of the series, you don't get any more context of it. And I need either more, like I said, or just leave it alone. And this is the world. Mm-hmm. Daphne. Mm-hmm. Oh, I used to watch Outlander. Outlander was my shit, but I just got sick of all the rape. Honestly, I couldn't take it anymore. It was so much rape, so much violence, and there was an episode where I just had to turn it off, and I haven't turned it back on. And I was very much addicted to that show, but it just.
What was Outlander about?
Outlander is a show set. Yeah. It's a show set in the 1700s, before the Revolutionary War, but they're in Ireland, and then a little bit after the Revolutionary War time. And it's about a woman who accidentally goes back in time. She's from the 1940s, and something happens, and she magically ends up in Ireland. In
A white woman?
A white woman.
Oh, she'll be all right. She will be all right. She'll be all right. Okay.
But
Yeah.
Scotland, thank you, not Ireland. No.
Mm.
I wouldn't go back past 1987. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be
What part of
100% honest. The show is so well written, and it's so compelling, and I'm so into the story. I would be lying if I said I watch it, and I honestly do fall into it enough that I don't feel like it's. I mean, he's fine. He's just a fine man. He's fine. So it's kind of like if he was a white guy, if he was a fine white guy, maybe I would still feel the same way. But he's just a really good looking man, and he's really good at playing that role, and it's very well written. So I don't feel the exploitation, if that makes any sense. I just feel like it's just two really good looking people and a really good storyline. But I understand that the argument of the making it exotic. Mm-hmm. Not her, yeah, and understandable. And she was the most annoying character to me. She got on my nerves. Oh, she got on my nerves. Mm-hmm. She's very complicated. Yeah. Yeah, these are all the main characters on the show. And they're very rich. They are rich. No, that's I mean it's a great opinion.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. Let's not waste any time here.
Oh. Mm-hmm. The one freak party. Mm-hmm. Oh, I used to love that.
Rapping. Chill out. That's not rapping. Cut it out.
It's true. It's
Okay.
true. We started.
I just watch. If I want all that, I'll just watch Black Panther again for the 38th time. For the 138th time. Excuse me. I need to correct myself.
Well, I look forward to seeing how they expand, if they maybe go more into a queer storyline once we get into the next season, because we did get a little bit more of the brothers' relationship with that artist who happens to be queer and his wife, who clearly also happens to be queer. So we'll see what happens in this, because it's a series of books. So maybe we'll get some more. Yeah. It's a series of books. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. There's a book that I have an audiobook and I started listening to it. It's called, I feel like I've talked about this recently. It's a Black woman's history of the United States. And that is where you can get a great screenwriter could get a slew of fantastic stories told from a Black perspective. It's written by two Black women who are, historical experts, and just get it. If you want to listen to something about Black women in history in America and throughout the world, get this book. It's so good.
What's it called again?
A Black Woman's History of the United States.
I'm not paying taxes.
No,
I'm changing my name and going to Cuba.
no.
Bye.
Hi.
I love that suit.